And welcome back to Primetime News.
Special welcome to those of you watching on OneSpotMedia.com.
Up first this evening, the massive fraud at Stocks and Securities Limited SSL has increased to about $20 million.
The Financial Investigations Division FID gave the stunning development this afternoon, adding that about 70 accounts have been affected.
As the investigation intensifies, the FID is also hoping to arrest and charge more people.
But there's a problem. Investors who apparently lost money are not coming forward. A release from the FID states that for over 10 years, there was an entrenched culture of gross mismanagement at SSL. Director General of the FID, Selvin Hay, says the investigation has taken on new dimensions which are wider than first expected.
What is being uncovered is that there are approximately 70 affected accounts, and this is significantly more than the just over 40 affected accounts that were uncovered at the initial stage. The investigation has also identified other fraudulent schemes at SSL which have resulted in the misappropriation and or loss of numerous investors' funds amounting to over $10 million.
That's in addition to another $10 million, bringing the total of the fraud scheme so far to roughly $20 million. And so local investigators, including the Police Fraud Squad, are working with the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation's FBI to follow the money and bring accused parties to court. Kroll, a UK-based forensic accounting and intelligence firm, and the Asset Recovery Interagency Network for the Caribbean are also on the case. Principal Director of Investigations at the FID, Keith Darien, says so far the investigation is bearing fruit.
Before the next court date, we anticipate the arrest and charge of other actors involved in the multiple fraudulent schemes recently discovered. There are certain deliberate actions being taken to support the increased investigative efficiency.
With cooperation from affected investors, more can be done.
Our investigators have contacted the affected parties via email and phone calls, but the responses have been short of encouraging. We continue to appeal to those affected to contact the FID. It is a critical part of seeking justice through the courts.
Among those affected by the SSL fraud case, sprint icon Usain Bolt. So far, only Jean Ann Panton has been charged. She is facing a 22-count indictment, charges for forgery, larceny as a servant, and engaging in a transaction involving criminal property. Ms. Panton is due back in court on December 6.